I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on our video today, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction that you'd like me to do for you, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows, too. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get into our video. And today, Devin Haney and Paulie Malignaggi going at it. I had a tweet come through. That's why I stalled for a minute. I ain't go brain dead or nothing. I seen the tweet notification came through, bro. And right now I'm following the Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford shit heavily, because in case y'all didn't know, go check my video out. Earl Spence just dropped a bombshell on your head in case you've been in somewhere in the deep dungeon in the basement or some shit and you ain't been getting your notifications. Like, that shit it's popping. We either about to get Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, or we ain't getting that fight, because heads is about to start turning, eyes about to start rolling, and shit popping right now. Just go check it out. But look, bro. Devin Haney, Paulie Malignaggi, man. Devin Haney got mad at some stuff that Paulie Malignaggi said. This is what I'm talking about, right? Paulie Malignaggi said that Devin Haney will duck Lomachencko. He says, I said from the start that Haney isn't going to want to fight Lomachencko. He's going to beat Kambosos because those are easy fights. Then he's going to vacate those titles and move up to 140 pounds. I predicted that he would vacate his titles because it's better off business-wise for him. No matter what, he's going to duck Lomachencko. He says, we have shots fired from Devin Haney and the crew. I don't feel I was hating on Devin Haney. I wanted him in more 50-50 fights. Some fights where there was a threat to him if he were going to call him a champion. If we're going to call him a champion. I didn't have a problem with him not fighting 50-50 fights before. Haney was calling himself a champion, but he was fighting guys that you wouldn't be fighting in world title fights. I guess we got to go back to the beginning. Haney said he would never lose to a white boy, and all this started back then. I probably got to roast Devin Haney because I got to give it to you straight that I kind of always I have always avoided because I like Devin Haney in a lot of ways. I didn't like he was downplaying better fighters than he was before he got there, like Lomachencko and Teofimo Lopez, who was fighting phenomenal opposition at a very young age and winning legitimate world titles. Haney was downplaying all these guys, and he was consistently fighting guys we've never heard of. At a certain point, it's not an accident when you keep calling all the names out that we've never heard of your opponents, which is kind of the situation we were dealing with Devin Haney at the time. He was talking about Lomachencko and Teofimo Lopez at the time when they had belts, but then he ended up signing for fights against guys that nobody knew who they were. I look at Devin Haney, and he's more Paulie Malignaggi than he is Floyd Mayweather. He looks nothing like Floyd Mayweather, fought in his prime. Floyd Mayweather fought out of 500 different looks with a mutated style that was unfathomable for most fighters. Haney fights in a certain particular way. He jabs first, sets up counterpunching, feinting, and using his legs. Keep the fight as simple as possible unless you have to complicate it. Linares, that was your most notable opponent. Jorge Linares. Devin Haney responds to this. Devin Haney says, I'm everything Paulie wishes he was. He's been hating on me since the beginning. I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. I've been wanting to fight Lomachencko since I was his mandatory, all caps. Now, Paulina, get my blank out your mouth. So, you got Devin Haney fans upset with Paulie, and I understand that. Paulie Malignaggi taking shots at Devin Haney. And people are talking about race today. Was Paulie Malignaggi's comments racist towards Devin? And then people are talking about Devin Haney fans are racist. Here's my thing. Paulie Malignaggi got fired from Showtime on some racist shit. Like, because of some shit that he said that was inappropriate, that they felt was racially charged, so they booted him off Showtime. Were these comments that I just read, were they racist? Nah, he didn't call Devin Haney out his name. He didn't make no black, derogatory statements and nothing like that. Now, could his motivation have been racial? Could he have had racist motivations behind what he said? I mean, probably. You know what I'm saying? Probably. So, I ain't giving Paulie the benefit of the doubt, I guess is my point. Like, once you show that side of yourself, bro, you are who you are. But racists don't make racist comments every time they speak. It just is what it is. Racists can probably always have racially motivated thoughts behind what they say and disguise it as objective criticism or being fair. For instance, Paulie Malignaggi said that Devin Haney was fighting guys that we had never heard of while he was chasing Teofimo and wanting to fight Vasyl Lomachencko. I don't know where Paulie Malignaggi had been, but I had heard of multiple division champion Jorge Linares before. I heard of him. You know what I'm saying? I know who gold medalist Yuriorkis Gamboa was when Devin Haney fought him. So this whole thing that Devin was fighting guys that nobody ever heard of, that's just a shot that Paulie was taking. Right? Now, the I will never lose to a white boy comments that keep coming up. And I bring them up. Not as a way to talk about Devin Haney making a mistake, but a way to like, all right, go show me. Go show me by beating Lomachencko. That what you said, I want to see you stand on it. That's where I come from it with. But guys like Paulie, they come from it with like, Devin Haney was racist. And his fans have no issue with him saying that, so they racist too. Well, I'll stick right there for a minute, right? You got to be careful when you generalize an entire fan base. You can't generally call someone's fans or a particular set of people a certain thing and try to make a blanket statement and say that they are all that. Like, there are some Canelo Alvarez fans that are just absolute racists. They're fanboys. They don't care. Canelo can do no wrong. But not all of his fans are like that. You have Deontay Wilder fans, Devin Haney fans. There are people from every fan base where you might can find some racist people in there. But you can't say that all of these fans are one thing, bro. Because these dudes got thousands. Some of them got millions of fans. And you haven't had the interaction with them to be able to say accurately that all of them are racist. You ain't talked to every single Devin Haney fan in the world to where you can make a statement that all of them are racist. You can't do that. It's just unrealistic. So when you do that, you're just trying to generalize the people and you're trying to paint a narrative. Because I've met plenty of Devin Haney fans. White, black, Latino. I haven't met a racist one yet. And I'm a Devin Haney fan. So I like all of this shit, bro. Like, it's just like high school, middle school shit to me. At the end of the day, Paulie Malignaggi been hating on Devin. At the end of the day, Devin been firing shots back at Paulie Malignaggi. And if you ask me, Devin winning because he's 23 years old and his legacy's already better than Paulie Malignaggi. That battle's been fought and won already. And Paulie is sick about it. And to Devin Haney fans, Devin don't need your protection. He handled himself very well. He shut Paulie Malignaggi down and shut him up and went at him very well. Said what he had to say and moved on. And clowned his ass. He don't need no protection from no Paulie Malignaggi, bro. And Paulie Malignaggi, he got his podcast and shit going. He doing this shit with Roy Jones Jr. and shit. This is the type of attention he want. He want videos like this with his name in the title. Keep him buzzing and shit. So the more power that you give it, the more it's gonna stay around. All I say is, at the end of the day, for all the shit that Paulie talking, all the shit that he say about fighters like Devin Haney, when he's talking about Devin, he's talking about somebody that's not even close to being done in the sport, but already accomplished more than he ever did. He's talking about somebody that is a Hall of Famer right now at 23 years old, and Paulie Malignaggi will never go into the Hall of Fame. So, you know, talk your shit, Paulie, because you ain't got a leg to stand on. And that's really all I got on it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Breakdowns and predictions that you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is my email. And I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out.